Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
This is a nice crowd, isn't it, huh? You've been waiting a long time for this. Yeah. So have I. Actually, it was so ridiculous. But here we are. And this doesn't have to be long. It's just all about common sense. Doesn't have to be long. In a few moments, I'll sign a historic executive order to ban men from competing in women's sports. It's about time.
Who could have guessed? Who could have guessed this would have happened?
Under the Trump administration, we will defend the proud tradition of female athletes, and we will not allow men to beat up, injure, and cheat our women and our girls. From now on, women's sports will be only for women. But before going further, I want to share some very exciting news from our military. After years of shrinking force numbers at levels that nobody has ever seen before, 4 years of this we went through, and missed recruiting targets every single month, it was just announced that in December, the U.S. Army had its single best recruitment in more than 15 years. Great.
Yeah. Who you want to fight for? You want to fight for this guy, or you want to fight for this guy?
Every single day, nearly 350
It's
new
simple.
soldiers enlisted to defend our nation. And they're very, very happy to have done so. We've done lots of interviews, and we asked why this was taking place now. And they just said there's a spirit about our country that they haven't seen in many, many years. And I happen to agree with that. But it really is clear proof that the spirit is sweeping our armed forces. And we have a great leader in Pete. As you know, we all know Pete so well. He's going to be fantastic. And so many of our great heroes, and people are starting to understand what hero is all about. So that is something that is very important. We've gotten the woke lunacy out of our military. And now we're very importantly getting it out of women's sports. That's taking place very strongly. So in recent years, the radical left has waged an all-out campaign to erase the very concept of biological sex and replace it with a militant transgender ideology. You heard a little bit about this, haven't you, huh? Just a little bit? Does anybody agree with them? No. It would be not a good thing to say yes right here. Female athletes have been forced onto the front lines, and men claiming to be girls have stolen more than 3,500 victories. That's a lot. And invaded more than 11,000 competitions designed for women. Last year, a male cyclist posing as a woman competed in the 800-mile Arizona Trail Race, a very big deal in cycling, and obliterated the women's course record by nearly 5.5 hours. Sounds like a lot, doesn't it?
Wow.
5.5 hours. So, but you have to hear the weightlifting records. You think that's bad? The weightlifting's
I saw that on South Park.
In 2023, a man in women's power lifting
join the Discord,
broke two world records and outlifted his closest female opponent in one event by 440 pounds.
400. Damn, that's a blowout. Wow.
And they continue to defend themselves, Mr. Congressman.
That's a real blowout.
Right?
Wow.
They continue to defend themselves. We hope they continue onward because I don't think we can lose a race. This was one of the big reasons that we all won, and it's one of the big reasons that we had a record, a landslide like they haven't seen before, very often anyway. And who could forget last year's Paris Olympics where a male boxer stole the women's gold medal after brutalizing his female opponent so viciously that she had to forfeit just after 46 seconds, and she was a championship fighter. And actually, they had two women or two people that transitioned, and both of them won gold medals, and they won them very convincingly. But all of that ends today because with this executive order, the war on women's sports is over.
Literally wasn't trans, doesn't matter. Yep.
Thank you, everybody.
Wow. So now there's going to be women in women's sports? Yeah. I thought the Olympic boxer just had hormone disorder. Yeah, it's true. He just made that part up.
Should have been done long ago, actually. Thank you. Thank you very
He
much.
just made it up.
With my action this afternoon, we're putting every school receiving taxpayer dollars on notice that if you let men take over women's sports teams or invade your locker rooms, you will be investigated for violations of Title IX and risk your federal funding. There will be no federal funding.
Damn. That's it.
So this will effectively end the attack on female athletes at public K-12 schools and virtually all U.S. colleges and universities. I don't think we've missed anything, but if we do, we'll make it up very quickly with an order, and I don't think we will at all. I want to, before we go on, I want to thank so many people that have worked so hard in the political establishment, and they're before me largely, and I think I'm going to miss a few. It always happens when you do this, but it's just one of those things. But we have many senators here, many governors here, many state attorneys generals here. They're all over the place, actually, I see. Some of them went after me, but they failed.
While they're in the room?
And they're really friends, and they're friends of women's sports, that I can tell you. So Senator Marsha Blackburn, where's Marsha? Hi.
A content king, yep.
Senator Katie Britt. Thank you, Katie. Mike Lee, where's Mike? Mike. I love his new haircut. I love that haircut, Mike. He just said the hell with it, right? I think you look great.
You must live in a
Senator
simulation.
Cynthia
Yeah.
Loomis. Cynthia,
It's
where are
crazy
you?
how this shit even
Cynthia, hi,
happens.
Cynthia. Doing a
It's
good job.
insane.
And Roger Marshall. Thank you, Roger. Great.
Good.
Mark Wayne, Mullen, Oklahoma. I love Oklahoma. I don't know what it is, Oklahoma. I won 77 out of 77 counties. It's
That's a
never been
lot.
done. Second was Ronald Reagan, 56, right? Yeah. And Tommy Tuberville, a great coach. You know, his quarterback was named Mahomes. He was a great college coach. And I said, how good was he? He said, you don't want to know how good. He made me into a great coach. He's pretty good quarterback, right? Yeah, he was very good. He's a good guy, too.
All right.
Also, governors, we have Governor
So we got
Glenn
a
Youngkin.
we got a
Virginia.
podcast going
Thank
on.
you, Glenn. Good job. Bill Lee of Tennessee.
Podcast
Bill,
president.
Thank you.
No, yeah, there's no teleprompter, boys.
Jeff Landry, Louisiana. Thank you, Jeff. Kim Reynolds of Iowa. Thank you. We're trying to move, education back to the states. You do know that. We're making a big move, and we're counting on Linda McMahon.
Yep.
Linda McMahon. And sitting next to you is the new Star is Born. Caroline, congratulations. You've done great. New star. Star is Born. Patrick Morrissey. Patrick, congratulations. Great race. A great friend of mine, and he's really helped us at the border, done a great job, of Texas, Greg Abbott. Thank you, Greg. Jim Pillen, where are you? Jim, very good. Very good. Are you feeling good? He had a bad fall. You doing all right, huh? Good. You look great. Brad Little. Brad, thank you, Brad. Good job. Good job. Do you like education going back to your state? You'll make it top, right? Just so people understand, in
Yep.
the education world, we're ranked very, very poorly. We're 38, 39, and 40 out of 40 countries.
That's pretty
We're at the
bad.
bottom of the pack almost always, or very close to it. That just came out. We're 40 out of 40.
Wow.
And if we move it back to the states, I will guarantee you that if you take Idaho, you take Iowa, you take almost any of the states that I'm looking at right now, they'll be as good as Norway. You have Norway, you have Sweden, you have Denmark. I must say you have China that's very high in the pack, which is no longer, we can say it has to be a small area. China is very big, but they do a very good job. But we'll have at least 35 of our states that will be as good or better than any of those countries, and we have to get it done. Attorney General Steve Marshall. Steve, thank you very much. Steve, wherever you may be. General Tim Griffin. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, a person who was so
How do you
wonderful.
negotiate space in Gitmo?
Brenna Bird, where are you? Brenna Bird. Thank you.
If you write,
She
write
supported
an
me
annoying
before
character, you go
people
there.
wanted to support me,
It's that
right,
simple.
Brenna? Wow. Thank
Yep.
you very much. I appreciated it. Andrew Bailey, great job. Where's Andrew? Great. Stand up, Andrew. One of the great attorney generals. Thank you very much. One of the greats, really. And Jason Miyares. Thanks, Jason. And now we get back to our members of Congress, and we'll go quickly, but it's a great group of people. Steve Scalise is right in front here. What a brave guy Steve is. Steve went through a lot, and he proved one thing to me, only one thing, that his wife loved him. His wife loves him because
Another
I went
plane
to the
crash
hospital
just
that
happened?
night, and he was not given even a shot, right?
DEI strikes again.
And I was with him, and I was with his wife, and she was devastated. She was really devastated. And
Jesus.
I've been to, similar situations, not quite as bad.
Wow.
But the wives were not so devastated. And I can tell you that great wife of yours loves you.
Okay, all right.
So anyway,
All right, we can
what
give
you've
this a
done is
minute.
incredible. The way you've come back,
right.
it's you're better.
He doesn't
you
have a
look better now
teleprompter.
than
We're
you
going to be
did
here for a bit.
before it happened. But nobody wants to go through that. Yeah, it's amazing. Tom Emmer doing a fantastic job. Thank you, Tom. Great job. Lisa McLean. Lisa. Hi, Lisa. Hi. Good job. Virginia Fox. Hi, Virginia. Tim Wahlberg, Michigan. Tim, great. Jason Smith, great man on taxes. Great man on how are the taxes doing? Okay. We're going to get good things passed, I hope, right? Juan Ciscomaris, Arizona. Where are you, Juan? Hello, Juan. Stand up, Juan. You look so good. You always look good. Kevin Kiley. Kevin, wherever you may be. What happened? How come he had no applause? Lauren Boebert. Lauren Boebert. Very much a leader in this. Thank you, Lauren. Kat Kamek, Florida. Thank you, Kat. Byron Donalds. He's doing good. Byron's doing good. Where is he? You're doing good, Byron. Laurel Lee. Thank you, Laurel. Thank you. Great job. Anna Paulina Luna. Thank you. Thank you, Anna.
We're back.
Greg Stubbe hit a home run wearing a Trump cap. The only one to hit a home run out of the park during your crazy
Did I miss
baseball
anything?
game, right? I think I will come. I think I'll come. If you're playing, I'll come.
Oh, God.
Somebody that's very shy. This is a very shy person. And
No?
but
Okay,
she's
I didn't
trying
think
to
so.
break out of it. Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Oh.
Victoria Sparts. Thank you, Victoria. Great job. Ashley Hinson. Ashley, thank you. Marionette Miller Meeks. Good job you did. Good job. Great job. Mary Miller. Hi, Mary.
Yep.
Julia Letlow. Hi, Julia. Claudia Tenney from New York. Claudia. Hi, Claudia. Hi. Great job. Nicole Maliatakis. Hi, Nicole. Good. Doing good. I saw a great poll with you, Nicole. Michelle Fishbach. Thank you. Great.
How many times?
Great job. Ann Wagner, Missouri.
How many times, man?
Thanks. Sherry Biggs.
Nobody gives a fuck.
South Carolina. Thanks, Sherry. Great job.
This isn't the complaint department. Nobody
Nancy
cares.
Mace. Where's Nancy?
Shut the
He's
hell up.
something. Oh, are you a believer
Now
in
you're
what we're
banned from
doing,
both.
Nancy? Nancy
He's
takes
got
it on
timeout.
right from the start, right? Would you like to say something? Would you like to say we're doing the right thing? Good. Good. Thank you very much. Thank you, Nancy. Stephanie Bice, Oklahoma. Oklahoma. Thanks, Stephanie. Diana Harshbarger. Thanks, Diana. Good job. Tim Burchett. Tim, I watched you on television the other day. You were unbelievable. You ripped that guy apart. Man, that poor guy, he started getting a little fresh with Tim, and Tim just ripped him apart. That was beautiful. I actually left a message. That's good. Great job, Tim. That was great.
Good input.
Monica De La Cruz. Monica. Great. Ronnie Jackson. Ronnie. Dr. Ronnie. He's a doctor, a great admiral, and a great
I feel like I'm
congressman,
listening
right?
to a Pitbull song.
Pretty good. He has his choice.
All he needs to do is
What do
say
you like
Los
doing
Angeles
best,
and
Ronnie?
Miami.
Who is the healthiest patient you ever had? You know why I liked him? The fake news asked, so doctor, he had Obama, Bush, and Trump in the White House. He was the White House doctor. And they asked him, who's the healthiest of the three? He said, it's not close. It's Donald Trump. And from that moment, I love this guy. Right? Thank you, Ronnie.
That's what McDonald's and Coke does.
Wesley Hunt from Texas.
Don't believe
Hi,
that
Wesley.
bullshit that they tell you. Don't believe it. It's fake.
Beth Van Dyne.
Never drink water.
Beth from Texas. Thanks, Beth. Burgess Owens, a great athlete, NFL star, an NFL star. Ken Kiggins from Virginia. Thank you. Thank you, honey. Thank you very much, Jen. I appreciate it. Harriet Hageman, what a lawyer. Ooh. One of the best, one of the most talented lawyers you'll ever see. What she did to her opponent was horrible. Let's see, who was her opponent? Let's see. Oh, does anybody remember her opponent? We tend to forget. We forgot that one, huh? And, you know, your speaker, I'm going to introduce him later anyway, but your speaker has been fantastic. Stand up, Mike. He's great. What a good man. A really good man. Also, some friends of ours, Sage Steele, has been very strong on the issue. Sage, thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you. Great job. Tiffany Justice, Tina Deskovich, founders of Moms for Liberty, and they honored me, and it was a great honor. And thank you very much, both of you. Thank you. Heather Higgins, Andy Botner, Victoria Coley from Independent Women's Forum. It's a fantastic group of people that fought very hard on this issue. I think everybody in this room really fought very hard on this issue. Kim Fletcher. We know Kim.
Yep, that's probably true. It's crazy how people let this issue get
Debbie,
away
I
from
think
them.
Debbie's here. Crew.
It really is.
Lidis.
This is the easiest fucking W of your
From
life.
also Moms of America.
They
And
handed this
Penny
to Trump
Lance, of
so
course,
easy.
CEO of the Concerned Women for America. That is a lot of people. Thank you very much, Penny. Good job you do. That's a lot of people. Can I give here? Why don't you hold that? You sell it tonight. So, just to finish up, I'm directing the Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, who, by the way, is doing a fantastic job.
Little Marco grew up.
In fact, he just left Panama. We're trying to take back the Panama Canal. Little things like that. It'll all happen. But Marco is going to make clear to the International Olympic Committees there, and he's going to make it as clear
We
as
got
anybody
4 more
can
years
make
of
it
this?
that
Yeah.
America categorically rejects transgender lunacy.
Oh,
We
here
want
we
them
go.
to change everything having to do with the Olympics and having to do with this absolutely ridiculous subject that we even have to talk about this subject. If you went
This has been
back
crazy.
10 years or 15 years and you would move forward and listen to this, you'd say, what the hell are they talking about? This is impossible. But you have people out there, Democrats, that are still totally in favor. They can't win the argument. They can't win a debate. They look like fools, and they continue to go on. And it's okay, because as long as they do this and open borders and all of the other things they talk about, transgender everything, all they want to do is transgender and men playing in women's sports and all of these crazy things. And if they continue, I think we're going to end up ultimately, it's not going to matter because we're never going to go along with them, and we're just going to keep winning elections, right, Mike? So when the Olympics comes to Los Angeles, I was responsible
It's
for
true
getting
that
the
they
Olympics,
wasted
and
it.
I
This
said,
has
"Oh,
been
boy,
so
this is
bad for them."
terrible," because
It's been awful.
I got the Olympics and I won't be president. And then what happened is that in election, strange things happened in an election.
Oh, my
So I
God.
missed 4 years, and now I have
Again?
the Olympics. It was sort of circuitous. It was a circuitous situation.
Boys,
And we
who
also
was
have the
here?
World Cup coming, which is going to be fantastic. And we have, as you know, very importantly, 250 years coming. That's a big one next year.
This is a big
That's
one.
a very big one. But in Los
That's what I
Angeles in
said.
2028, my administration will not stand by and watch men beat and batter female athletes, and we're just not going to let it happen. And it's going to end, and it's ending right now. And nobody's going to be able to do a damn thing about it, because when I speak, we speak with authority. And for the same reason, just to make sure, I'm also directing our Secretary of Homeland Security, Kristi Noem, who's also doing she's out there with you, Greg, a fantastic job. She's unbelievable. I was watching her riding yesterday on a horse. She was as good as anybody. She's very good. To deny any and all visa applications made by men attempting to fraudulently enter the United States while identifying themselves as women athletes.
Damn,
to
they're
try
doing
and
that
get into
too.
the games, maybe
Wow.
where they are unable to get into the games.
So I guess
We're
that's how
honored
they're
to
going to
be
do it.
joined today by many incredible advocates for
With the
women's
Olympics.
sports, including the brave
Yep, LA
swimmer at the
Olympics.
forefront of this battle. And Riley Gaines is a person that I've been watching.
This is so fucking unimportant. Then why'd they push for it?
She fought hard.
They should have pushed. They should not have pushed for it then. They shouldn't have got
Riley
people
was a
fired from their job for
12-time
saying this.
Well, that's pretty good. 12-time All-American.
This is what you get.
Who sacrificed countless hours in the pool just
Yep.
for a chance at the title. It's so important
This is
to her.
what you
She
get.
gave up everything and just gave everything she had. But then the league forced her to share a spot on the podium with a male swimmer who took her trophy while the media celebrated this stolen glory. And Riley is just a tremendous athlete, and it was a very unfair situation. I watched it. A lot of people watched it. It was ridiculous, frankly. But I want to thank Riley. She really has been in the forefront. People that aren't that well versed in this would say that she was the leader. And great job, Riley. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. And also with us is another great champion for women, Peyton McNabb. In high school, Peyton was a rock star athlete. Where is Peyton?
Damn, he trying to find everybody, huh?
Good job. Good job. Looks like a good athlete to me.
This is what you get by
In high
responding in the
school,
same
Peyton
manner.
was a
Cycle
rock
repeat
star
itself at the end of
athlete
10
preparing
years.
for a future in college sports.
We'll
But
see.
in one volleyball match, a much taller and stronger male spiked
Yep.
the ball right in her face, knocking her unconscious, partially paralyzing her right side and leaving her with a traumatic brain injury.
Wow.
And Peyton said it was 100% avoidable if only my rights as a female athlete had been more important than a man's feelings. And we can't let it happen. And it's
Well,
not going to
that's not
happen.
going to happen. It's done. Yep.
Not going to happen anymore, Peyton. It's not going to happen. Are you okay? Are you good?
I'm doing a lot better.
Good. That's good. Thank you. We're also pleased to be joined by many incredible leaders
It's
on
actually
this
sad.
issue.
Yeah, of course
And
it is.
as I mentioned before, Speaker Mike Johnson, and he has been so strong on this issue because he's a man of common sense. I mean, it really is. It's common sense more than anything else. So, Mike, thank you. Great job. Great job in everything. He's got the easiest job of any politician in history. He's got the nicest, like 200 and almost 20. It sort of varies between, depends on how many people I take from my administration. It goes up and down a little bit, but I promised I won't take any more. I just wanted to see how good he was. I was testing you. And we have some great people, but he's filling them up rapidly. He had some big wins the other day, very big wins the other day. But you've done a fantastic job. Thank you very much, Mike. We appreciate it. We all appreciate it. And also the dozens of members of the House and Senate and governors that attorney generals, so many people, and the people outside that can't even get in. This room is packed. And, I offered to build a ballroom. I'm very good at building ballrooms. I build beautiful ballrooms. And I actually offered to build a ballroom for the White House. I was going to build it right there. This was
Wait,
going
he's
to be
going to
the
make the White House
reception room,
bigger.
and then I
Oh,
was gonna
wow.
build a beautiful, beautiful ballroom like I have at Mar-a-Lago, as beautiful as it can be. It's going to cost about $100 million. I offered to do it, and I never heard back.
Yeah.
I offered to do it to the Biden administration, very active administration. And they didn't hear back. And I said again and again, 3-4 times, I said to top people, and they just didn't know what to do. They sort of said, this is good, but they had no idea. So I'm going to try and make the offer to myself, because we could use a bigger room. Right, Marshall? We could use a bigger room. President, would you like to build? Yeah, I would. We could use at the White House. It would actually be a beautiful addition. It's going to cost nothing. I'll spend the whole thing myself. We'll do a big, beautiful room, but we could use it at the White House. You know what they do when they have a big ceremony? They put up a tent. And somehow I think we've outgrown the tent stuff, right? Don't you think? So we'll see if they can. We'll see if Trump will approve it. But the actions we're taking today are the latest in a sweeping effort to reclaim our culture and our laws from the radical left crusade against biological reality. On day one, I made it official, and I'm making it official, policy of the United States government that there is, two genders. We have two genders. What might they be? Man and woman, right? Male and female.
It's crazy they let this one go, bro. They let this one get out. They let this one get
Can't
away
think
from
of
them.
too many others.
Yep.
But it's pretty amazing. I rescinded
I don't
federal
know what the
funds
fuck they were
and
thinking.
this is so important, to any program that promotes transgender ideology using taxpayer dollars. We're not going to do it. We're not going to do it.
Crazy. Yeah, it's crazy that this happened. They dropped the ball. Yeah.
And last week, I effectively banned the chemical castration and surgical mutilation of minor children.
I love how he says it that way. Jesus Christ. It's such a dumb thing to lose the popular support for. It is.
Can you believe I even have to say that? I banned governor. I banned.
Yeah, how did he
It's
start
just
talking
like,
about the
Who
ballroom?
would ever think we have to even say that?
How did that even
Last week,
happen?
I banned. Every day we're ending the extremism of the last 4 years. We have other things that are just as ridiculous, not having to do with the subject, but just as ridiculous. Open borders where people are allowed to pour in from all over the world, from jails and prisons and mental institutions and insane asylums, people that are very sick, people that are very evil, killers, murderers. Many of them murdered more than one person. And we have to justify the fact that we're moving them out. We are moving them out in tremendous numbers. Tom Homan and Christie are doing a fantastic job, and the governor and other governors too. But that we have to even fight for this stuff is just incredible. And the media doesn't want to talk about it because it's nothing they can talk about. It's just they just don't want to really talk very much about it. Serious problem, but we're doing a great job, and the people understand, and that's why we won in a landslide. You know, it's they made it easy, and at some point, you know, we have to hope they do come around because we can never let this happen again. What's happened to our country, we can never let this happen again.
Off tangent rant incoming. No, you can tell when it's going to happen is
so
when he said that somebody else told him something.
And common sense.
That's when you know it's going.
Government. We're defending the rights and safety and pride of the American people, including our great, great, great female athletes. What athletes you are, too. Tell you.
Egg prices when? They're going to go up. Egg prices are going up because of transgenders.
Politically, it could end my career. They're really beautiful people. These are beautiful people. But you know, like everything else, it's a little bit different today. You're not allowed to say that because if you call a woman or a girl beautiful, that's the end of your career. But let's take a chance on it, Mike. Let's take a chance. So I want to thank everybody for being here. It's fantastic. And this is sort of a big, big day. It shouldn't have even been necessary to take place. It started a long time ago, and we ended it today. Yeah. And I'm going to sign the executive order right now, and everything I said will go into effect immediately, okay?
All right.
Thank you. Down front. Thank you. Thank you so much. Everybody, thank you. You know, if you'd like to gather around me, I think I'm going to be okay. Come on.
Oh, boy. Here we go. Content president. Let's go. Let's get it. Yeah.
Secret Service is worried about them. If we have to worry about them, we have big problems. Okay, do you want to do
All
this?
right.
Watch what I do, and then I'm going to give you some pens, okay? Are you ready? What a nice picture this is, huh, Governor?
Oh, boy.
You ready? We'll do a good job. Wait, let me press that.
This picture's crazy, yeah.
I want to make this a really good signature because this is, you know, this is a big one, right?
Why isn't he smelling them? Wrong guy.
Oh, I think we have a 10. We have a 10.
God bless you, Mr. President.
Pretty good, huh? I see that. Okay? Good. Now you're going to go out and win those events, right? Nice to see you all. Nice to see you. Great going, everybody. Nice to see you.
Yeah.
Thank you, kids. Here. Take a pen. I'll give some of these out, okay? Take a pen. Take a pen.
Man. Man.
Thank you so much.
Where's Riley?
The content president. Yeah. Everybody gets a pen. Man. Wow.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Well, there it is. Holy shit. I feel like this is kind of a
of the White House and President
I
Trump.
guess, yeah, I don't know what this is.
With
We gotta
that
get back to it. I don't know
signature,
why
the
they ended
executive
it.
order now in effect. You know, we always got you
Yep.
covered here on Live Now from Fox, and just a
It's
friendly
over.
reminder of what we do here is bring
Man.
you major events from the beginning all the way to the end,
Man.
especially when they have to do with President Trump there as he is now leaving the East Room there in the White House. All right.
Check out
everyone, we'll
Politico
take a
is
2-minute
reacting
break
to the
online now
executive
from
order. I
Fox.
don't
When
know.
we come back, we are going to be taking you out to Ohio, where authorities right now are giving an update on a shooting that happened earlier today at a warehouse that killed one person.
Wow,
unfortunately.
another
We'll have it
shooting.
for you
Who
on
would
the
have
other side.
guessed? Yeah, what's your check on Trump's plan to move 1.8 million Palestinians from Gaza and building a resort in the ruins? I don't know. Like, honestly, I'm not really sure a whole lot about, like, what... Like, that happened yesterday? And like, apparently, so this is the thing with the whole Gaza thing, is that Trump freeballed it. As far as everybody else is concerned, nobody even knew this was going to happen until he just randomly fucking said it. Yeah, I was kind of shocked. Well, not really, but I didn't expect that to happen. So other countries should run Gaza?
The U.S. will take over the Gaza Strip, and we will do a job with it. The U.S. will take over the Gaza Strip, and
Damn.
we will do a job with it, too. We'll own it and be responsible for dismantling all of the dangerous unexploded bombs and other weapons on the site, level the site and get rid of the destroyed buildings, level it out, create an economic development that will supply unlimited numbers of jobs and housing for the people of the area. Do a real job, do something different. Just can't go back. If you go back, it's going to end up the same way it has for 100 years.
So yeah, it seems like they're changing that up too. Like, I don't know really, like, I haven't really said a whole lot about this because I'm not really sure how much information is out there yet, but it does seem like that's a pretty big fucking deal, man. So yeah, you don't even need to like, you don't even need to like Hamas to know that's an L. I mean, my viewpoint on it is like, I'm waiting for more information for a couple of days before I like really make a decision. Like, my gut reaction is that I really don't think that we need to be involved with what's happening over there. Like, I don't want to have the U.S. try to take over Gaza. Like, that's crazy. Really, it is. It's nuts. Like, I mean, I think that for a lot of people, like, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think a lot of people voted for Trump for America first. Like, Gaza is not America. What the fuck are we doing thinking about Gaza? Right? And so, like, I get it. I totally get it, but I'll give it a couple of days and figure out what's going to happen, right? And so then I'll talk about it more. You elected the dumbest people on earth. Well done, the USA. It means a lot about you. You say that we elected the dumbest people on earth, but those people just undid a rule that let men play in women's sports. So who's really stupid here? Think about that. You really got to think about this, man. Yeah, think before you go and you type that. It's only a good thing. Yeah, it's insane that people really try and go with that. Hang on, so you're saying the stupid rule was put in, it was undone? Yeah, exactly. And that's it. Better than us taking over Gaza than the UN giving it away. I mean, I feel like we have a lot of problems here. I'd want to see the focus on problems here. You know, like that's really it. Like, I mean, I want to see, like, it's just that's not even part of on my radar, you know? So I get that he's trying to do some foreign policy bullshit, but it's not something that I'm about. So that's the way I feel about it. If he takes over Gaza, he can place the army really close to the rest of the Middle East. I feel like that's probably what they're trying to do. But I don't know if that's a good idea or not. I mean, I'm going to be real. I really don't. But, oh, here we go. He's talking about it more.
Let's go. Caitlin, go ahead. Caitlin.
Thank you so much, President Trump. Just
Katie,
to follow
go
up
ahead.
on what you were saying there.
Say it. Go ahead, please.
Just to follow up on what you were saying about the Gazans leaving Gaza, going to other countries. One, where exactly are you suggesting that they should go? And two, are you saying they should
So you just
return
tell them to get
after
out?
it's rebuilt? And if not, who do you envision living there?
I envision world people living there, the world's people. I think you'll make that into an international, unbelievable place. I think the potential in the Gaza Strip is unbelievable. And I think the entire world, representatives from all over the world will be there, and they'll
It's the
live
Trump
there.
resort.
Palestinians also.
Yeah.
Palestinians will live there. Many people will live there. But they've tried the other, and they've tried it for decades and decades and decades. It's not going to work. It didn't work. It will never work. And you have to learn from history. History has you just can't let it keep repeating itself. We have an opportunity to do something that could be phenomenal.
He's not making Gaza
And
America.
I don't want to be
Yeah,
cute.
everybody
I don't
knows
want to be
that.
a wise guy, but the Riviera of the
Yeah.
Middle East, this could be something that could be so bad. This could be so magnificent. But more importantly than that is the people that have been absolutely destroyed that live there now can live in peace in a much better situation because they're living in hell. And those people will now be able to live in peace. We'll make sure that it's done world class. It'll be wonderful for the people. Palestinians mostly we're talking about. And I have a feeling that despite them saying no, I have a feeling that the king in Jordan and that the general president.
He's apparently going to invite that guy over next week, and they're going to figure it out.
That the general in Egypt will open their hearts and will give us the kind of land that we need to get this done, and people can live in harmony and in peace. Thank you all very much.
If Gaza becomes part of the U.S., it's not going to be part of the U.S. He's just trying to facilitate the people over there to rebuild it and, like, stop having a war over there. I think that's basically it. I mean, like, I just, like, I don't know enough. Like, honestly, I don't know enough about that to, like, really have a strong opinion on it. Like, straight up, like, I don't really fucking know. That's it. And so, like, I'd have to look into it and see, like, if that's a good idea or not. And also, like, I mean, it just happened yesterday. And so, I mean, I was busy doing other stuff. I haven't even seen what everything was said about it. So that you'll pay for it? I hope not. I fucking hope not. That's what I definitely hope does not happen. Absolutely not.